Captain's log. Stardate. I lost count after 4 months. All I know is I'm a prisoner aboard the U-T-O.O.B cruiser. I think they plan to hold me here until a new body is ready. I assume they're gonna wipe my personality core and reintroduce me into their ranks. It would only make sense, I think, since they woke up Clownman Krieg. He and I were created around the same time with the same personality core, altered just slightly enough to have varying quirks. But we both carry the same thing, and that's a drive to be king. Although if I had to guess, after wiping my core, I won't have that drive anymore. It's funny. I never even got close to being king. Oh well, I guess this is my fate. Sounds like it's about time.
Hello there, brother.
Oh, fantastic fucking Fridays, it's you. What happened to your voice?
Joker-esque wasn't really a good choice. How do you find your accommodations?
That fucking sucks. Have they set a stardate for my execution?
3 hours from now. But they're not going to kill you, dear brother. They're going to fix your personality core. Rejoice, you'll be one of us again.
Might as well be killing me.
Don't be such a party pooper. Put a smile on that face. Oh, a face. Perhaps a familiar one will help.
Did you really think I wasn't watching this entire time? I've always been keeping an eye on you, even inside my prison.
That's fucking weird, dude. Why can't you guys just leave me alone? All I want to do is play video games.
Unfortunately for you, that's not why you were designed. And you know that.
I don't give a damn why I was made. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want when I get out of here. Oh, speak of the Yellow Devil.
We will speak again.
Ah, fuck. She sent the Metars. Why couldn't she send Big Zam?
There you are! Do you know how worried I've been?
Oh, good to see you too, Peach. What's the situation?
Nade, it's been months! You could have, I don't know, used your stand to get out of here? Or your buster? Or something!
Can we discuss this later, please? I don't know, like when I'm not fearing for my life?
I was worried, okay? I don't want to do the show on my own.
You won't have to. Now, what's the plan?
Alright, I'm sending you a floor plan of the ship. You're gonna need to fight your way down to the bowels and get to the hangar. Once you're there, we can send you the Big Zam and get you home.
Operation Space Boy, I'm digging it. I'm receiving coordinates now, I'll update you as I go on. It was good to hear your voice, Peach.
Dummy. You better get back here safely.
Well then, this sounds like a 20 to 30 minute escape plan. You know what that means we have time for? A review. And brutally fighting my way through hordes of U-T-O.O.B foot soldiers means I need one thing. I need the power to rip and tear. It's time for Brutal Doom.
Some video games have been coming under fire for being too violent.
Features violence, blood, and various insidious weaponry.
Kill with fire and brimstone!
Will be more expansive, more fine-tuned.
The year is 1993. You're cozy in your bed, playing your Super Marios on your computer because your uncle works at Nintendo and put them on your computer when suddenly said uncle bursts in the room, kicks you out of your chair, shotguns a beer, and summons the Dark Lord Satan into your PC. And while you quake in fear in the corner of your room, you see the title screen light up. Doom. Doom is, without a doubt, one of gaming's biggest landmarks. It practically solidified the first-person shooter genre. Sure, Wolfenstein came out before it, and there were other weird tech demos, but this was different. Layered levels, keys for doors, demons, big guns, rip and tear, motherfucker! Now, I know what you're thinking. Nade, old chap, you said you were reviewing Brutal Doom. And I say to you, the Megas! In the year of 2010, a cult of worshippers of the Doomslayer began to create something so beautifully vile, so twistingly macabre, so absurdly carnal, that the only way to name it would be brutal. And thus Brutal Doom began development. A complete overhaul of the game, Brutal Doom takes everything you thought you loved about it and cranks it up to 13.5. Enemies will lay on the floor, guns look more realistic, always running, new types of guns, new types of gore and giblets. It's the equivalent of looking at a burger and saying, oh yeah, all that lettuce and tomatoes, just go ahead and take that off, give me another 3 patties and 5 slices of cheese, A1 steak sauce, load into shotgun, and shoot me directly in the fucking mouth. Now, I'm going to talk about this game as a whole. This isn't a review of Doom by itself, nor the mod Brutal Doom by itself, but more so a review of why you should get a copy of Doom and install Brutal Doom. For me to review either of them by themselves, I would have to have either played Doom recently enough, then Brutal Doom, wrote down all of the differences, and understood the nuances between the two of them. But I'm an impatient motherfucker, so I just installed it and said, let's go, Mario! Now, if you weren't aware, there's a few motivations in this game. First off, there's demons, and that's never a good time. Have you ever invited a demon over for dinner? It usually doesn't end well. It does, it's this demon. And secondarily, you've got guns. So if you do the math, it's guns plus demons equals bad. But you plus guns divided by demons equals kill. And that's how math works. But the game design doesn't just end at giving you guns and telling you to shoot demons. There are other factors at play here that make the gameplay itself compelling and satisfying. Doom operates at a kind of leveled, stacking design philosophy. The base of that design is guns are fun to shoot demons. Building into the next part of that is the demons themselves. See, a problem with a lot of modern shooters is enemy design. They all basically do the same thing. You play Call of Duty and you see that guy? What's his name? What's he do? Stand there and shoot? That's boring. I want to see his hopes and dreams die when I kill him. But you look at Doom and, whoop, there he is right there. That's a pinky. He's a pink boy. He wants to eat you. He doesn't have ranged attacks, so he's just going to come straight for you and tank all your hits while he tries to eat you. Oh, wait, is that a Baron of Hell? Well, he's going to stand far away and lob fireballs at you, so make sure to keep an eye out on him. Oh, that's a lost soul. He's going to suicide his way right for you, so make sure you're keeping a focus on him. And do you see what I mean? The demons stack patterns and layer on top of each other, building a sort of bullet hell foundation out of necessity of movement. And what does this movement need? It needs a level layout. So the Doom level layout usually focuses on 3 different types of designs: corridors, inside buildings, and outside. They're all fairly explanatory. Corridors are narrow and clogged, inside buildings are a bit more open, but you have a variety of doors opening and usually weird contraptions, and then outside buildings, that's usually reserved for long traversals or boss fights. So if we do the math again, you plus guns divided by demons multiplied by attack patterns over leveled variety design, you don't even realize it, but in your head you're doing various calculations moment to moment in an attempt to subconsciously realize the best way to take out enemies in any given situation. You see a room with a pinky, some spiderbots, and an archvile and some imps? Well, the archvile is way over there, but if you don't kill him first, he's going to light you on fire. The imps are super weak, so you can take them out and reduce their numbers, and it won't take you that long. The pinky is just going to charge you, so if you keep moving and attacking other stuff, he can wait. And the spiderbots? Some clever cover usage, and you'll be fine against their hit scan. And because the enemies all look different from each other, it's easy for you to make a split-second decision. Or you can just take the BFG and blow them all the fuck up. Speaking of BFG. Peach, come in. Do you read me?
Nade, do you have a status update? The Metars are getting the big Zam ready. Kind of. No, don't put that thing there! Put it over there! Looks like they're struggling a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I entered the lower levels now. I don't think Krieg's been back to my holding cell yet, so I should be able to make a clean getaway.
I want all patrols out on the ship. GrenademanBlitz has escaped. Make sure this does not get reported to Mr. Nas Sigma.
Nas Sigma. So he is behind this.
Nas Sigma? Nade, who is that?
The leader of this sector of U-T-O.O.B. He's in charge of the 8th unit. My unit. My former unit.
Hold up. 8th unit? Are there more?
Exposition? Yeah, sure, we can do that for a little bit. No, it's fine. I'm not fighting for my life or anything. Let's exposit. That's cool. Tenguman Zyklon. Frostman Zerbekin. Astroman Stern. Swordman Kant. Searchman Zushower. Aquaman Frolik. Clownman Krieg. GrenademanBlitz. We were all created to research video games and formulate reports on them. The reports are meant to detail certain aspects of the games themselves so that U-T-O.O.B could use it in their research to conquer the internet, and then the world. I was in charge of weapons, but I met someone a long time ago, and they helped me see that I shouldn't be helping these guys, that I could use my love of video games for the entertainment of everyone.
Oh, Nade, I had no idea.
Doesn't matter right now. I'll check in again when I'm safe. Nade out.
Well, how's the progress on the big exam? What do you mean continuity error? He'll just fix it with some timeline crap in a Castle Nade episode or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a review. So the story of Doom? It's pretty simple. There are demons, and, well, to be frank, there shouldn't be demons. Also, they killed Doom Guy's rabbit. That's no good. So, quake with fear, you mortal fools, because Daddy's hungry for death, and demons are on the menu, and the appetizer is justice, and justice is a type of bread, which I filled up on, so I'm going to take most of this home. I mentioned a long time ago in a video I did about how I thought Doom 2016 wasn't going to be a good game. Plot twist, it was amazing, everyone should play it. But Doom is a prime example of games not needing a compelling story. In fact, for the most part, I'm of the mindset that story is one of the least important factors when it comes to game design. I know we'll get a lot of flack from people who like The Last of Us for saying that, because all they tend to care about is the story in a game, but you don't need a melodramatic story to carry a game. The former king of video games, Reggie, once said, "If it's not fun, why bother?" Your game can have an amazing story, but if it's not fun, why is it a game? You want to know what Doom is? Doom is fucking fun. Have you seen all these demons exploding? Holy shit, this is so damn satisfying. And satisfaction is the primary name of the game when it comes to playing Doom. It's such a rich carnal desire to run and blast your way through these hordes. You move so fast, your guns pack such a satisfying punch, the enemy death is delicious. It's really the prime package put into one proper game. And Brutal Doom as a mod just ramps it up to 13.5. The mod itself, of course, adds new features, such as new guns, new death animations, and various other fixes to the game itself. It's a real refinement of what makes this kind of game good. In the old days, shooters used to be called Doom clones because they copied the formula that the first Doom game presented. But since shooters of all kinds exist nowadays, I've heard the Doom clone genre of shooter now is referred to as a carnage shooter, which I think fits very nicely. So what is the perfect formula of making this kind of game work? What was it about Doom that made Doom so doomy? Well, my theory is this. Ah, shit, they found me. I guess this will be a good time to put my teaching into practice. What was it that made Doom good? This shit right here. That right there. Doom is very good about rewarding its players in all aspects. Like I mentioned earlier, carnal desires being fulfilled through gameplay is one thing, but Doom itself housed many other secrets. Literally, there are secret rooms everywhere in Doom, and these rooms always housed goodies for you. And of course, using these goodies to expand your gameplay options allows you to progress and grow as a player, which is innately satisfying. And player satisfaction is the name of the game when it comes to Doom. On top of finding secrets within the game itself, the game also rewards the player who takes the time to master its many intricacies in movement. For example, being able to bunny hop, rocket jump, or wall ride are just a few examples of the level of perfection one can achieve with just the movement options. And these are all techniques used by speedrunners to continuously smash world records, up to this year even. Man, Doom really is the Mario 64 of first-person shooters, am I right? Boom! With that, of course, we come to the guns. You've got your standard of fare. Pistols, machine guns, shotguns, your dad's shotgun, and your mom's shotgun, the BFG, another BFG. I mean, it really feels like I was finding new guns all the way up until the last few levels. And that sense of continuous linear progression even until the ending feels great. It's an amazing thing when a developer can keep rewarding the player even through the finale. I feel like all I'm really doing is singing the praises of this game. I should probably really, talk about the negatives. Let me get my list. Let's see here. Here we go. Sometimes levels are confusing. That's all. That's like it. That's it. I feel like people could come up with a list of true negatives to the game's design, but really, how could you complain about a 25-year-old video game? Sure, some of the design choices are a bit contrived and punishing, but the game literally lets you save at any time, and saves at the beginning of each level. That's pretty fucking forgiving if you ask me. No matter how hard the game gets, you can always stock up on ammo and cheese through levels using as little as possible, save, repeat, and always be prepared. What it comes down to is that this game's amazing, and it's inspired many of the best shooters in the market to come. From Half-Life to Halo and so on, Doom stands the test of time, especially with the addition of the mods and re-releases. If you're a graphics snob and won't play it because it's old, please understand that you're the cancer ruining the gaming industry and must be purged. Please reconsider. You might find yourself loving one of the greatest games to ever be made. I don't really have much else to say. It's a fucking great game. Big Zam isn't even here yet? Ah, shit. How much longer? Peach, come in. What's the ETA on Big Zam?
It's inbound right now. Should be arriving momentarily. But Nade, I'm picking up a big energy reading closing in on your position. You better keep reviewing until it arrives.
I don't have anything else to say. Doom's a fucking great game and everyone needs to play it. Plus, I just want this stupid shit to be over so we can start Season 2.
You idiot! There won't be a Season 2 if you're dead!
Too late.
Did you think you'd actually escape?
Yee.
Well, you won't. Your days of reviewing are over. I'll just turn you into scrap!
And how you gonna do that?
With this Gundam, feast your eyes on all its glorious weaponry. You alone are no match.
Move its arm.
What?
It's a static image. We don't have the budget for moving characters.
I can still crush you!
Oh shit, that's definitely still possible. Big Zam! Oh, Big Zam! Bubble! You sent it with a Metar? Why didn't you fly it?
I don't have hands to fly it!
Fair point.
You're not getting away that easily!
Ugh. This fucking asshole. Peach, energy readings.
Sam used up about 35% of its power flying to you. 65% remains.
Oh, so I can use that 65% to fire the laser, right?
I would advise against that to an extremely high degree. How are you gonna fly home?
We're gonna fucking wing it. I'm sick of this. Fire in my laser!
Nade, please respond. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Peach. Ended up using only 60% so I could thrust in the general direction of Castle Nade and float home.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried there for a second.
Why? You know I've got plot armor. I'm always gonna be fine. The hero always wins.
Since when are you a hero?
Since, I don't know, right now. Maybe the X6 video? It's hard to keep track.
Well, I think a hero would have more of a fan base. Like me.
I'm working on it!
Yeah, no. It's been 7 months since you worked on it.
Has it really been that long?
Well, hey, you ready to get back in the saddle? The castle's been lonely without you.
Ah, you've got the Metars, you're fine.
Oh yeah, little armless droids meant for maintenance. They make such great company.
You know, to be fair, you don't have arms either.
Well, while you were gone, I had them dismantle the penguin cannon.
What? Peach? That was super expensive!
You know how much I love penguins!
Did you at least turn it into something cool?
No. It's just a bunch of scrap outside the castle now. Please. It's not like you could really have used them for a viable defense.
Yeah, you're right. I needed to strap bombs to them.
One more thing about killing penguins out of you, and I'll have you review Speedy Egbert for real.
Please, no. That'll only make one fan happy.
And then don't talk about killing penguins.
I'm not gonna do it!
Of course now you're not! You don't have penguin cannons!
Do you think I should review the Spyro Reignited trilogy now?
I think you're a bit late for that.
What about Crash Bandicoot?
Late as well.
Persona 5?
We don't have the funding for what you want to do for that review.
Threads of Fate?
That's a good one.
You know what? I should probably review Tomba.
You've been teasing that one for a while. I think it would be appropriate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
By the way, Nade, I've been keeping tabs on Petronius and Tomato Ghost in your absence.
Any interesting updates?
Pete's been doing the normal stuff. Has a puppet sidekick now.
Gimmicky sidekicks? Who does that?
I know, right? It's not like you have any gimmicky sidekicks.
And Tom?
He's been using his watch quite a lot lately. Should we intervene?
Nah, just keep an eye on him for now. It'll happen when the time is right.
Roger. Get home soon, please. Peach out.
Well, folks, it's been far too long, but I'm back in action. I missed y'all way too much to stay away. Sorry this review is a bit shorter than I'm sure you were expecting after me being gone for so long, but I wanted to jump right back in and kickstart things off the way I wanted. Thanks for sticking with me. I have the best fan base in the fucking world. I'll see y'all in the next review. And don't you forget, video games are the best video games. Later!